extremely gloomy and rainy day in the city today, and I am just, I mean, I wish the sun would come out, but it is what it is. I am on my way to Yorkdale Mall, and it's one of my favorite malls, so I'm really excited because I haven't been there in over a year. The one thing I love about Yorkdale Mall in Toronto is that it's got everything from high street to, you know, luxury to premium. It's got everything you could ever need. They've also got some amazing food shops. I know there's a La Durée there, and there's just amazing coffee shops there as well. So I'm really excited. I'm going there with my mom and dad. My mom is with me, so my dad is meeting us there. I think he's already there. Actually, we're running late because of me. Sorry, mom and dad. But we're just gonna head there. My mom just went to grab us some coffees and breakfast at Starbucks, but I'm just gonna go meet with her right now. So yeah, that's the plan for today. I'm hopefully gonna take you. Yesterday I had a little bit of a shopping. Well, honestly, it was not supposed to be a shopping day yesterday, but I ended up buying some really amazing pieces that I think you guys are going to love. So I will show you those when I come back later today, and then I'll show you whatever it is that I get at Yorkdale. I only have a few things on my list to buy, which are actually things for the apartment. So we'll see. I am looking for a white dress as well, so we'll see if I find something there. But anyways, I'm already running late, so let's go. Yorkdale, so we're just gonna have a coffee. I think my mom got a biscotti and some pastry, but we're just gonna we got about another 45 minutes before the mall opens, so we're gonna just sit here, have a chat and a coffee until the mall opens. Good morning, everyone. It is 12:15 and I am just about to head out to get my nails done. I've got bare nails, which I feel like is just a rarity for me, but essentially I kind of procrastinated on booking my nail appointment, and so I had to kind of just get the last slot that they had, and they didn't even have time for the gel removal. So I did it at home. It was no big deal. I just sat last night and put a Netflix show on and took my gel nails off. So I have my appointment at 1:30, so I am just steaming my dress just behind me, but I wanted to show it to you because I just got it and it's from Zara, and it is so beautiful. Like, I think it's just the perfect kind of summer dress, perfect for the pool or just going out and about. But something I find that when I shop at places like Zara and H&M, steaming and ironing your pieces is so important. I feel like it makes the world of a difference. But essentially This is the dress that I just got. It's got these beautiful ruffles and it is a midi length. So I absolutely love it. But anyways, I'm just steaming that right now. I do want to head out a little bit earlier and hopefully pick up a coffee before I go to the nail salon. I'm actually going to a different location today. So I usually go to Majesty's Pleasure in Yorkville. That's just the location that I like, but they had no slots open. So I'm actually gonna head to their King Street location, which I've never been to. So I'm excited to head to that location, and I know and I've heard that it's beautiful. So I'm excited to go there. I know some people are asking me on Instagram what place I go to get my nails done in Toronto. I've been to Book Beautician. I'll leave their information down below. They're a little bit more on the affordable side. Still really great. They're all really sweet in there. But now that we're back to salons, I do go to Majesty's Pleasure. I used to go to Kenny's Nails in Cambridge. John is the absolute best. He is just a nail king, but I just find it really hard to sometimes go back and forth to Cambridge all the time to get my nails done, especially if I'm getting them done every 2 to 3 weeks. So I've just found myself a new place in Toronto. So if you're looking for a really nice place to get your nails done, or perhaps if you just want to go treat yourself and your mom, if you want to just have a girls' day, Majesty's Pleasure is so wonderful. They are just absolutely amazing in there, and the attention to detail is astounding. So anyways, that's what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna finish steaming my dress. That way I can actually get dressed and out of this robe. By the way, this robe from Aritzia is kind of like a Skims knockoff dupe. So cozy, so wonderful. It's much cheaper than Skims. I would imagine that the Skims quality is wonderful, but honestly, for the price, I love it. And this one I also got in white. They were on sale. I will link them down below. I don't know if they're still available. I know they were on sale for quite some time, so I don't know if they'll still be available. But yeah, I'll leave them down below for you because they are the coziest things to just be around the house in. And I've just been wearing them nonstop. But anyways, let me steam my dress. That way I can finish getting dressed and then head out for coffee. Alright, and here is the dress on. I've just paired it with my Dior slides, and I just think it is the most beautiful, comfy dress ever. Honestly, it's the comfiest dress ever, and I just love this material. Jewelry wise, I kept it very simple with my necklaces, just because there is so much going on in the front of this dress. I didn't want to steal the attention away from these beautiful ruffles, so I just went with my 2 little diamond necklaces. I've got my Mejuri one in the yellow gold, and then I've got my silver Tiffany one. And then earring wise, these are a new pair of Mejuri pearls, which I am just absolutely in love with. These are like a more dramatic version of my other little pearls, and I just think these add such a beautiful touch if I'm going out and I just want to dress up a little bit more. And then I've just got my Nordgreen watch, and then just my typical bracelets. But anyways, this is the dress, and I will link it down below because it is so gorgeous and so affordable, because again, it is from Zara, which I'm obsessed with. I am obsessed with this. The only complaint I would have about this dress is that these little ties are fake. These are not adjustable, so you'd actually have to adjust it by sewing it, which is a little silly in my opinion. But yeah, these are tied. These are actually sewn on to the strap, so you can't actually adjust those. But anyways, this is what I'm going to be wearing today. I am probably going to be wearing either my Cult Gaia bag or my new Strathberry bag, just because I have been obsessed with that bag. It's the only bag I've been wearing recently, because I just absolutely love it. All right, so I actually said I was gonna go out and get coffee, but it's already 12:30, and I'm just gonna have a snack at home and make my own coffee at home, and then I'll go get my nails done. But essentially, I'm just having, these are little bao buns. I get them from, what's it called? I think it's called Ding Dong Pastries on Spadina. These are so affordable. They're just little kind of buns filled with, well, you can get them with different fillings. There's multiple different types, but I just picked up a couple different types. I love having them in my house because they are so easy to eat and they're so yummy, and they're perfect for when I'm on the go and I have to go somewhere. So I'm just gonna have one of those. I'm gonna make a coffee, and then that'll tie me over until I have to go for lunch. I'm also just gonna finish reading my magazine. I picked this up yesterday. This is the June issue. This is actually the Billie Eilish cover, which I think is so gorgeous. But I'm gonna sit down, have a coffee, have my bow, and then just finish reading my magazine until it's time for me to go. I think I'm gonna leave at around 1. So anyways, let me go make my coffee. I'm just finished up at Majesty's Pleasure and I'm on my way to Mejuri. I have never been, thanks to COVID, I have never had the opportunity to go to the Mejuri boutique, and I figured since I was in the area, it's about a 20-minute walk, I would stop by and see what lovely things they have at the boutique. So that's kind of my plan for right now. I picked up a coffee at Shy Coffee, which if you live in Toronto, I would highly recommend you visiting it because the coffee is so good and it's just a really nice little coffee shop, very cute. They have a little patio out front, which is lovely to sit at. So anyways, that's kind of the plan for right now. So I'm just gonna drink my coffee and make my way there. Hello everyone, I just got home from getting my nails done. I got just a classic French manicure, which I am so in love with. But anyways, like you had seen, I made a little walk to Mejuri and I got some stuff. I also got something for my mom, so I'm really excited. I'll show you what I got her and what I got myself. I got myself 2 pieces, and this was all purchased with my own money. I just happily went in there and got some new pieces for myself because, like I said, because of COVID and everything having been closed for so long, I was just never able to go to the little Mejuri boutique in Toronto. And essentially I got in there and everyone was so wonderful and I was so excited to just try everything on. You're essentially able to go in and try as many things as you would like. Everything is there for you to try. And then it all gets disinfected and then put back on the showcase to be able for the next person to try on. So if you are in the city, definitely head over to the Mejuri boutique because it is so beautiful and it was so lovely. There was also some men in there trying pieces on for themselves, for their significant others, and it was just really lovely. So anyways, I'm gonna have a quick bite to eat. I just warmed up some leftover risotto, so I'm just gonna have that because I'm super hungry, and then I will sit down and quickly show you what I got from Mejuri. I also have to show you everything that I've been buying recently because I went to Yorkdale and I bought some stuff in Yorkville. Yeah, those two places sound very similar. Yorkdale and Yorkville. different places, sounds exactly the same. But anyways, there's my microwave beeping at me, so I'm gonna quickly eat and then I'll show you everything. I just finished eating. I also had some chocolate and was just FaceTiming my mom for a bit just to just catch up with her. But I actually, before I get going, I want to actually talk about my makeup quickly. A while back I received a setting spray from Charlotte Tilbury. Actually, let me go get it. So what I was saying is, a while back I received this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray, Party All Night, Stay All Day, and this is the one that is scented with White Tea of Bali. They do have the original one, which I believe is either unscented or it's got the original scent, I'm not sure, but this one is the one that's got the White Tea of Bali scent, and I love it. And just by how much I have left, I think that tells you how much I've been loving this product. I don't go a single day without using this product. Now, today I've been wearing my mask all day long. I took an Uber from my place to the nail place, which meant I had to wear a mask. I wore a mask all throughout my entire nail appointment, and then I went shopping at Mejuri. Was also wearing my mask the entire time, so I've pretty much been wearing my mask for pretty much all day long, and my makeup is still looking, there's only one tiny patch here, but pretty much my makeup is in perfect condition. And when you're wearing masks all day long, I love that my makeup stays and I don't have to worry about it budging. So if you're looking for a really, really great setting spray that will just make your makeup last all day and not move around, this is it. Even when I'm not gonna be wearing my mask all day, I love to put this on after, just because I feel like it makes my makeup just kind of all mesh together and it doesn't feel super cakey and heavy anymore. It's just honestly my new favorite product. It is so, so good. Anyways, what I wanted to show you, I'm gonna start with what I got today at Mejuri because I am so excited for these pieces. One of them I unfortunately don't have with me because I had to order it in, so that one should be in sometime, I think she said towards the end of next week. So as soon as I get that, I will be sure to show you. I will show you a picture today, but I will show it to you when it actually arrives because I am so beyond excited. I think that's the piece that I am most excited for. And like I mentioned before, I bought all of this with my own money. This was not gifted or this is not sponsored in any way, shape, or form. I just really like Mejuri. So anyways, the first thing that I got is another ring, and if you've been following me for a while, you will know that I am always wearing these two little rings. So this is the ceramic ring in white, and I believe it's called the Eternity Band. So I like to wear these two together, and I am constantly wearing these. These are the two rings that I wear every single day. I never take them off. I pretty much put them on every single day. So I was at Mejuri for quite some time. I think I tried on like half the store, and I'm pretty sure I tried on almost every single ring that they had there. And after trying on every single ring and going back and forth, the one I ended up going with was yet another Eternity Band. So the reason I went for another Eternity Band was because I wanted to be able to add it to the two that I already had. And I am just so obsessed with this look. I think it looks so much more like just more, honestly. Like, I always love a dainty look, but for some reason adding that second Eternity Band completely changes the look. And what I love about it is that I can go back to having my kind of thinner look. I can add this one to my other hand. I can just take off the white ceramic ring and go super, super dainty. So I just love the versatility that this gives me, but I can honestly say that I'm probably gonna be wearing it like this from now on because I love it. I'm sorry if you could hear the sirens, by the way, in the city. But anyways, this is the first thing that I got, and I love it. I'm gonna have to take this off because I want to start wearing it already. The next thing that I got is, again, the next thing that I got I unfortunately don't have. This is the piece that is being shipped to me, but I got the, what was it called? I believe it's the baby box chain or the box baby chain, but essentially it is another little bracelet like this, and it's gonna go alongside my diamond solo bracelet. When it comes to my bracelets, essentially my herringbone bracelet and my diamond solo bracelet are two pieces that I never take off, mainly just because if I take them off, I won't be able to put them back on. So essentially, these two items I never take off, and I wanted another really dainty and beautiful bracelet that would go alongside my little diamond solo bracelet. So I'll put a picture up here for you. This is the bracelet that I got, and it is the most dainty and beautiful bracelet I have ever seen. I love how simple it is. And again, I can wear it every single day and I never have to take it off. That's just how I like to use my jewelry. I like to be able to live in it. And so I was looking for a necklace at first because I wanted something to kind of, I wanted kind of like a third piece to go with my two little diamonds, but I didn't see anything that really caught my eye. So I just kind of went with the bracelet and ring because I do wear my bracelets and rings all the time. So that's what I got for myself. And by the time this video goes live, I think I will have already seen my mom and given her this. But essentially, I got my mom a little gift, and my mom was the first person I think growing up, I always saw my mom wearing jewelry. I think she was the first person that I can just kind of associate jewelry with. My mom was always wearing beautiful necklaces and earrings. She is just the person that I just associate beautiful jewelry with because she was always, and still to this day, is always wearing beautiful, beautiful jewelry. I think that's something that's really meaningful to her. Oh, they even gave me a little card so I can write her a note. I love that. I'm gonna write her a really, really lovely, beautiful note. But essentially, my mom is always kind of trying on my jewelry whenever I get it from Mejuri, and she really fell in love with these metallic, I think it's the metallic sphere studs. So essentially, my mom fell in love with these earrings ever since I got them, and I believe these are the metallic sphere studs. These are the exact ones that I have, but I bought her own pair, that way she can have them. Actually, now that I think back, I hope she wanted the gold ones because maybe she wanted the sterling silver ones and maybe I made a mistake. I don't know. But anyways, this is what I got my mom. She has always been one to wear kind of stud earrings, whether they're diamonds or from Swarovski. She's always wearing kind of really beautiful studs, and she fell in love with these. In fact, every time she comes over and we're heading out, she will she'll come up, she'll like, what earrings are you wearing today? Are you wearing your metallic sphere studs? And I'm like, no mom, you can wear them. They're all yours. Wear them today. And so anyways, I got her own pair, and I hope she loves them because, yeah, I don't know. I hope that she loves them. Mom, I hope you love them, and if I made a mistake, we'll go back to the Mejuri store and get you the silver pair. But yeah, love you, Mom. Anyways, so that was what I got at Mejuri, and this is, I'm just gonna put that back. And they just kind of put it in a really cute little bag for my mom. I asked them to just kind of put her earrings in a little separate bag, so they just gave me this little cute bag. I also, this is like, honestly, I'm gonna be very serious with you right now. I am not sure if I'm more excited about the jewelry or the fact that they gave me a Mejuri tote bag, canvas bag, because I feel like all my city gals will really relate to me on this one, but like nothing brings me more joy than a canvas tote bag. Please, am I alone on that? Like recently, like this past weekend, I went to Reformation and I got a new tote because when you shop at Reformation, they don't give you plastic or paper bag. They actually give you a reusable tote. And I walked out of the store being like, do you like my new tote bag? Like, I was so excited. So I don't know, maybe I'm alone on that, but I got a Mejuri tote bag and I am just very excited to use this. Like, you bet I will be looking so snazzy on my next grocery run with my new Mejuri bag. I'm so excited. Couldn't tell you how excited I am for that bag. Anyways, enough of that. Let's go back a few days because I feel like I have done quite a bit of shopping and I never showed you classic me. But let's go back to a few days ago where I went to Hermes, or however you want to pronounce it, because I think depending on your country, it's going to be pronounced differently. But anyways, I stopped by and I picked up myself a little something. Essentially, the way I like to shop is I like to look at my wardrobe and just see what things I am missing. So essentially, if I find myself getting ready every day and I find myself saying that I'm missing a certain something, like, oh dang it, I'm missing a white t-shirt, and then the next day I keep saying that, if I find myself saying that about a specific item, that is usually a sign to myself that there is something in my wardrobe that is missing. So in this case, it was a pair of white sandals. I would be getting ready and wearing something, and I kept saying to myself, man, I wish I had a white pair of slides or a white pair of sandals. And so I ended up picking myself up a pair of the white, what are these called? These are the Oran sandals, slides. I did try on the brown pair just because the lady did recommend it, but like I said, I felt like what I was missing in my wardrobe was a pair of white slides. I do have my Dior slides, and those are my absolute favorite, but again, those are navy, not white, so I really wanted a classic white pair. Sorry, I just had to move because my legs were falling asleep. So essentially, I just wanted to take a moment and kind of compare different slides. So there's 3 slides I want to compare. I want to compare these new Holland Cooper slides, which are absolutely amazing. In fact, my mom, a couple weeks back, when they kind of restocked on the slides, she called me so excited because she had ordered both the black pair and the brown pair of the Holland Cooper slides for herself, and she was all excited to receive them, and she absolutely loves them. So anyways, I got my hands on the brown pair, and so what I wanted to do is just kind of take a moment and compare the Holland Cooper slides versus the Dior's and the Hermes, just because they are all at slightly different price points, and I would say that they're all very different. So that's what I wanted to do. So essentially, if I had to rate these from comfort, I would say these guys take the win. They are the most comfortable pair of sandals I have ever put on my feet. I cannot tell you how comfortable these are. You just have to try them and see it for yourself. Unfortunately, they are the most casual pair out of the 3, so that's kind of the only downside to the Holland Coopers. Other than that, they are, I would 110% recommend those if you're looking for a super comfy pair of slides. They are also absolutely gorgeous with the logo on the top. It just looks so beautiful, and like I said, they do come in the black, which is also beautiful. I don't have the black. My mom has the black and she loves them. I think she wears them even more so than her brown pair, but again, I went for the brown. And then there's the Dior's versus the Hermes, and I feel like those are the 2 slides that a lot of people are constantly going back. I've had so many DMs recently kind of like asking me which is comfier, which is worth it, and personally, I actually thought, and this is where I was wrong, but I thought that the Hermes were gonna be a breeze. I thought they were gonna be super easy to break in and the comfiest pair of slides, which I still think they are going to be more comfortable than my Dior's when I break them in, but my experience with these lovely ladies has been not the nicest, I will say. They have been very tough. Truth be told, they have been very tough to break in. I have quite a narrow foot, so I didn't think I was going to struggle with them as much as I did. In all fairness, I did decide to take them out on a shopping day on the first day that I wore them, so they ripped my feet apart. I have blisters all over my feet at the moment from the slides. They are quite tight on kind of the ball of your foot. The leather is also very stiff, which that's not my biggest concern because the leather will soften, and that's what will make them so comfortable in the future. But the break-in process has been quite tough. I also wore them out just a couple days ago again for the second time for again a slightly long walk, and they gave me blisters all over again in slightly different spots. But they were much softer, so I could feel that they were starting to break in. And again, it's funny because I thought that the Hermes were going to be much easier to break in than the Dior's. My Dior slides, I pretty much wore them once. They gave me blisters, and then the second time I wore them, they were perfectly fine, no more blisters. They have just continued to soften up, and they are, at the moment, still comfier than my Hermes slides. So that's comfort wise and kind of the break-in process. The last thing about the 2 slides that I kind of want to compare is just the overall look. The Hermes are just that tiny bit more casual, so they are not as dressy as the Dior's. I think because the Dior's have like the full coverage on the toe part, they just look a little bit classier and a little bit more dressier. So if you're looking for a pair of slides that you can kind of dress up a tiny bit more, then I think the Dior's are the way to go. I think the Hermes, especially the brown ones, are going to be very casual. They're going to be just a true slide that you can wear with jeans and dresses, and they're just gonna look like a sandal. But there's something about the Dior's that just look a little bit more dressier. So I hope that comparison kind of helps, because I know that they are expensive shoes and that they are going to be investment pieces. I can definitely say that these are sandals that will last for years and years and years. You can just see it and feel it in the quality of the shoe, which is great. But yeah, that's kind of like my comparison between the three. I would say the most comfortable pair, without a doubt, is these guys. The dressiest pair would be the Dior's, and I think the Hermes are honestly a shoe that is kind of in between. They're very casual, they can still be a little bit dressier, they are comfortable, but I will definitely keep you updated on comfort levels as they continue to break in, because like I said, these lovely ladies are still very stiff and they're still giving me blisters on my feet. So I am waiting for them to fully break in, but I still absolutely love them, and I think they make such a beautiful addition to my wardrobe, and I think the white is just beautiful. But anyways, that's kind of a little bit of a shoe update, because I know I have had so many questions, so I just kind of wanted to take a moment to chat about those different sandals. And the next few things I've bought are some new dresses, which I'm so excited to show you. Okay, the first dress that I got, which I'm absolutely in love with, is this kind of strapless H&M dress, and I'm just obsessed with it. I walked in and saw it, and I believe they had this in a yellow color, but when I saw it in this kind of nude beigey color, I absolutely fell in love with it. It does come with straps that you can put on, which is nice, but I think these little ruffle detailings but it is strapless, and I think that's just so beautiful. And the smocking on strapless dresses is my absolute favorite, because it means you don't have to wear a bra, which we all love that, okay? But essentially I just fell in love with how beautiful and classic this is. It is a midi length dress, which, as I've mentioned, I love midi length dresses for the summer. And this color is so classy. All right, and then here is this gorgeous little H&M dress. I think this is so beautiful, and again, it does come with straps, or you could just wear it kind of strapless like this, but I think for the summer this is so beautiful. This one does need a good steam and iron, but I think it's so beautiful for the summer, and I just love these little ruffles up here. I think it looks so pretty. I still think it is gorgeous for the summer, and again, it's such a perfect length that you can wear with heels or sandals. So yeah, I really like this dress, and I just absolutely love it. The next two dresses that I got are actually from Reformation, and I think Reformation has become one of my favorite dress brands, I guess you could say. I think their dresses are so well fitting, and the quality is out of this world. They are also sustainable. I was doing a ton of research on Reformation, and I just love how transparent they are as a company. You can pretty much go on their Instagram and see their warehouse. You can even book tours of their factory if you wanted to go and visit it and see the workers and the environment and how everything is made. And I just think that that is so amazing. I think they're a brand that they are really on top of their stuff. And just, you know what, kudos to them. I think they are doing so many wonderful things, and so I am so happy to just support this brand. Anyways, that was a very long-winded explanation, but essentially there is a Reformation store in Yorkdale Mall here where I live, and I went in for one dress. I came out with two, so that yeah. So the first dress that I got is this beautiful, again, this is another midi length dress, but this one has a beautiful kind of sweetheart neckline with some puff sleeves, and then again it does have a zipper and then a little bit of an elastic back here, which is one of the things I love about Reformation. Pretty much all of their dresses can be worn without a bra because they are just so supportive around the bust area. So essentially, the moment I saw this and I tried it on, I fell in love. It's got the most beautiful slit here on the side. And I just think, again, for the summer, this dress is so, so beautiful. It's not overly tight around the tummy area, which means I can happily eat and not be worried about sucking in my tummy, because life's too short, okay? Life is too short for me to be sitting at a restaurant and worried about sucking in my tummy. So that is why I often will wear dresses that are loose and flowy, because I love to eat and I love to be comfy. So essentially, this is the first dress that I got, and I am just absolutely in love with this dress. I cannot tell you how beautiful I feel in this dress. And also comes in like so many other colors and prints. I just, for some reason, really liked this print. I know it's very girly, but I loved it. All right, so here is the first Reformation dress, and I am just so in love with it. I love the neckline. I love the leg slit. I think it looks so, so beautiful. And again, I just love that I can wear these dresses with sandals and have it be very summery and casual. But you can just as easily pair this with a pair of heels or espadrilles and you're all set to go. But again, I'm not usually one to go for a ton of patterns, but for some reason I just fell in love with the pattern of this one. I think it's so feminine, and I really, really do love it. And again, with pearls and just some very dainty jewelry, I think it looks absolutely beautiful. I also love these sleeves. The next dress is gotta be my favorite dress, but this is actually a full-length dress, so it's not a midi length. This one goes down straight to my ankles, but it's just a beautiful floor-length dress, and it's got this gorgeous, gorgeous kind of navy blue flower print on it. I'll try and get closer, that way you can see. But this is the kind of pattern on it, and I just think it is so, so classy. And then again, the straps are elasticated, and like most Reformation dresses, again, you've got the elastic band back here with your zipper. So again, I do not have to wear a bra with this dress. It is so, so, so supportive, and I feel very supported while wearing these dresses without a bra. I just feel so beautiful in this dress. And again, I can wear it with nude pumps, I can wear it with my espadrilles, but I can also wear it with my Hermes sandals, and it just looks gorgeous. Just for a very simple day out, perhaps I'm going to the park or just walking around. And again, it's very loose, so it's gonna be super, super comfy. Here is the full-length Reformation dress, and I just cannot tell you how beautiful this dress is. My favorite thing about this dress would have to be this neckline. I just think this is so, so beautiful. And again, because of the back, it is just really, really supportive. So as you can see, I'm not wearing a bra at the moment, but I am just very supported, and I don't feel like I need a bra for that extra support. So you guys know I'm 5'3", and the length is perfect when I wear sandals. So I'm just wearing my little Hermes slides, and again, the length is perfect. So even if I did just want to wear this with slides, I absolutely could, or I could put on a pair of espadrilles for a little bit more of a dressier look, perhaps for dinner. And I just think it looks absolutely gorgeous. So I think this has to be my favorite Reformation dress, and I'm just in love. Hello everyone, it is about 8 o'clock and I'm just about to head down to the gym. I have just recently started going back to the gym. Thankfully, gyms have reopened in Ontario, and I can finally go to the gym and go to hot yoga studios, which I am so excited about. So I just recently started going to the gym. I get so many questions on like what I do for working out and kind of stuff like that, and typically it just had been I walk a ton in the city. That's how I just kind of stay somewhat healthy. I wouldn't say fit, but healthy. And then I do love doing yoga, and I do various different types of yoga. That is, I think, my main form of exercise. But I have started going to the gym. I used to be a figure skater, so I did a lot of off-ice training that kind of just I guess made me a little bit more knowledgeable in the gym. So I do like to do a little bit of running. I find running clears my head, makes me feel good, builds up a sweat, and then I do a lot of strength training, so some weights, just a little bit more focused on strength training. But anyways, let me show you what I'm wearing. So I do usually like to wear pants to the gym, but I'm wearing these Lululemon biker shorts. They are so comfy. I know it's hard to tell, but these are my burgundy pair. I'm wearing my APL sneakers. I've got a black Lululemon sports bra and then just a sweater to head to the gym. I do like to work out in sports bras. I just find that that's more freeing. I don't have shirts, you know, dangling and stuff like that. So I do like to work out in sports bras. I wasn't always like that. For quite some time, I did feel more comfortable wearing shirts to the gym. But after some time, when I realized how much better I felt in just a sports bra, I stopped caring what other people thought and just, you know, worked out in what made me feel good, and that was it. So yeah, I'm gonna head down because I usually am pretty cold when I first get to the gym, so I like to always be in some sort of long sleeve or t-shirt or sweater, just to get there and warm up until I get nice and warm. But yeah, this is what I'm wearing. I could not recommend the Align sets more if you're looking for a really great pair of workout pants. I love the Align sets. These are the shorts, but the Align leggings are also really great. And I believe I'm wearing the Energy bra, which is for me one of my favorite bras for when I am running, just because it's really supportive for your girls. Anyways, I am going to head down there now and get a short and sweet workout in. I don't like to work out for more than an hour just because I don't feel there is a need to. I don't take a lot of breaks when I'm at the gym. I get in there, I do what I need to do, and I get out. So that's what I'm gonna do. And yeah, so let's go.